right, so cheers.
Let's cheers to 2018.
Yes.
Being our Cardi B year. And no regular days. Only good things.
When did you start to notice that a lot of people started to admire you and follow you on Instagram?
Once Fashion Nova hit me up, I was like, okay.
Yeah, if you get that Fashion Nova code to people, you're on.
And then I was like only at 8,000, and I was like, why are they reaching out to me? I only have 8,000. I'm not even anybody. But you know, I was really underestimating myself. Like, I didn't think it was even that legit. So when they reached out to me, I was like, all right, maybe I need to start taking this a little bit serious. Maybe I need to start planning what I post, my pictures, who takes my pictures. You know, me and my cousin, he had a professional camera, and he's just like, come through, we're gonna take pictures. And it was this summer that I took like my first professional pictures with him, and I was like, I feel so weird, like I froze, I didn't know what to do. Like it was so awkward. I'm just like, am I really supposed to do this? Like it took a time out of my day. I remember I came straight out of work, I'm like, all right, I'm doing myself up. And I'm like, yo, I'm tired. Like this shit is exhausting. Like is this a blogger life that I really want to do? Like I don't know if I want to do it. But the more I was trying to get used to it, and the more companies I was getting hitting me up, random small boutiques, small businesses, I was just like, you know what, I don't mind doing this, you know. I mean, I'm not getting paid for it, but it's an even exchange. Who doesn't want free shit at the end of the day? Like, I'm just gonna do what they want their post, and I'm gonna just get my free clothes. So
that's true.
Let's work.
What are your favorite stores to shop at?
Okay. I hate shopping in person. Like
You rather shop online?
I love online because in person people annoy me. I get my hopes up. They don't have the size. Like I'm tight already. Online I can like, it's like window shopping.
Like filter.
Yeah, like I daydream. Okay, this look good. This look good. Like somebody's wearing it for me already to know if I really want it. And like if they don't have the size, it's real easy to find something else. But in person, I love Necessary and Mystique.
Ooh, I like Necessary.
And Soho.
Yeah.
Like those are my go-to places if I know I need some last minute like main piece.
It's
like
so
if you
true.
know exactly what you want, go to those stores. Like you're guaranteed to find something or similar to what you want.
Similar.
Yeah. So that's how I started off with. I also like H&M, Forever. I'm real basic with that. Like those stores, you could never not find something. Also online, Boohoo, Shein official. I know if people follow me, I'm always tagging Shein. Shein is like $12 for like some poppin' ass skirt that looks like it could be like 50 bucks.
I saw that you wore a pair of jeans from Fashion Nova. How did those fit?
I wear those like every other day. Like
they fit like a glove?
They fit like a glove. I have no ass, so that shit made my shit look kind of curvy. It gives like, it just fits to the T. And if you're my height, 4'11" or even like 5 feet, the bottom, that shit is always an issue. Like it's always scrunchy and like I hate tailor. Like that's my biggest dilemma with jeans. Always tailoring my jeans. But Fashion Nova jeans, like they were right at the bottom. They're right high-waisted because everything's high-waisted now. But it makes you get a shape. Yeah. Like I love them, and they were like what? No more than 30, even less. Yeah. So, and if you find everybody's code, they're gonna be even cheaper. So everybody got a code out.
Everybody has
just
a code.
Use that code. Just find any code. But yeah, I love Fashion Nova jeans. Fashion Nova has a lot of clothes. Like the way people wear it is all different. Like it's all different pieces. Everybody, like I've seen people have the same piece,
but make it look different.
It looks different on every single person. Like it's just crazy. It's so versatile, their clothes. Like, and it's a good price. Like
that's true.
For cheap bitches like me. Send that.
I remember before you said something along the lines where you like to combine cheap clothes and expensive items. So talk a little bit about that and how girls can go about shopping.
Yeah, because with clothes, I'm like very cheap. Because I know with me, if I post it, I act bougie and I'm like, I kind of don't want to wear it again unless I wear it completely different. So that's why I try to catch the good bargains. So the only things I feel like people should really spend money on are like shoes, bags, and accessories. Like those are like endless timepieces that you use throughout your life. Yeah, like my purses, they're like brands, and my shoes, they're brands, but I have them for years, and like they make my cheap outfit look like top notch. You know what I mean? Like so that's why I like to do high end and cheap end. There's also like cheap shoes too. Like I wear like I don't know, on 3rd Ave in my hood, there's like those cheap stores. I bought like $20 heels before, and I made it look like it was, like it's just really about how you wear it. Yeah, so the cheap end and the low end, it could be tricky at times, but I think it's just really about your judgment and what you like and what your style is. I like to make it look classic. I don't like to make it look obvious, like it's obviously cheap. I don't know, it's a weird way to describe it. You kind of like have to disguise like where you got it from by like mixing it with different other shit. It's also depending on the outfits too and stuff like that. But yeah, high end and low end, that's my favorite combo. It's an expensive brand that I love. Like my Gucci heels, my mom is like, do you not let those shoes go? Like I wear them with everything. I want them like to myself all the time. Like I wear like a cheap 2-piece set and I throw on my Gucci heels. Lit. It looks expensive, you know what I mean? So that's why I just love key pieces. It's always about the key pieces. That's
your mom is also very stylish.
Yeah, she is.
She's so
honestly,
stylish.
y'all see me how I dress. The reason why I dress how I dress is my mother. She told me everything and anything. Like the way you disguise parts you don't like my chest is what I'm insecure about. So people will be like, I didn't even know you had a big chest. I'm like, yeah, because I disguise it by wearing big clothes, loose tops, and if I do wear something tight, I'm wearing something big on the bottom to disguise my chest. Like that's always what I'm trying to think. Like anything to make you not look at here, that's how I want to see it. So like I tell people too, if you don't like your stomach, if you don't like your legs, find any type of clothing, baggy, tight to disguise it, or draw the attention somewhere else that you love to do it. Also, what she told me, if you have a simple bottom, you do crazy on the top. Crazy top, you do simple on the bottom. Like it's always just an alternation. Yeah, it's a balance of things. Like with patterns, if you want to mix patterns, find like this one black color, you gotta find that one black color to match it. Like that, she just showed me so much. Like I'm honestly not that fly, because it's really my mother. She's amazing. I hope to really be like her. She's annoying as fuck, sorry. But like
I'm like, whose mom isn't though?
Yeah, but she's wavy. I love her.
She's also into like interior design. Are you into that too, or?
I mean, I know when like people ask me for advice, like when you be asking me, I'll be showing you like, yo, get this, get this, get this. Like our house, she's always working on some weird project. She's always showing me like, do you like this? I'm just like, yeah, no, whatever. But like, I
need to talk to her.
Yeah, I take mental notes. Like, okay, like. No, she definitely gets me into the mood of it too. Like when I get my own place, I already know like what I kind of want to do, who to go to. But yeah, she's into interior designing, stuff like that, like parties, decorations. Like that's all her niche. So that's why I have a big role to fill. If I'm not half the woman she is, I failed.
Let's talk about your aspirations and what you want to do, what school you went to.
So I went to college in Mount St. Vincent. I was a nursing major for 3 years. And then unfortunately I had to drop out of nursing, and then I changed to interdisciplinary of biology and psychology. So I graduated May 2017. It was like bittersweet because I graduated, but that's not the major I wanted. But I just had to get out that fucking school first.
I think my sister felt the same because she transferred out of that school.
Yeah, like
sorry if you go to Mount St. Vincent, that's like.
Or if you're in nursing, you already know the dilemma. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm still trying to go into nursing. Like people look at me, they're like fashion, styling, and in my head I'm like, that's not what I want. Like I need to be a nurse. Like,
so is it that you want to do like ultimately if it wasn't for Instagram or styling?
No, yeah, I feel like Instagram right now is like my downtime. Like it's fun. Like I'm surprised even off the feedback I'm getting, so I'm like rolling with it. But like in the back of my head, I'm like making sure my calendar, like go to these appointments, go apply to this school. I had to get my nursing degree. Like I need to be an RN, hopefully in 2 years. Like that's like my goal. If I don't, then I'm gonna have to reevaluate the ropes, because it's just like it sucked when I had to like drop out, because I always think about, damn, if I didn't drop out or I would have been in this nursing. I'm just like, trust the process. Everything really happens for a reason.
So true.
Yeah, like God told me this wasn't your time to be a nurse. So I'm just really trying to work towards it and understand that that wasn't my time, but still think, okay, if you really want it, you gotta work for it. Now it's all on you. Now before it wasn't your fault, but now it's your fault if you don't continue to go on for it. So that's why every day I'm trying to think, how can I continue being a nurse? What can I do to get towards that? And all my nursing majors, y'all know how this process is. Like I didn't don't even want to talk about it.
Or even if you're in school, like, you know.
Yeah,
that
like
it's not
anything.
a
It's
given.
just not.
No handouts.
No handouts. If everybody could do school, everybody would have a degree,
Right.
you know? But it takes a lot of dedication, patience that, like, not everyone has.
Consistency,
Yeah,
focus.
so it's just, don't give up, really. Like, as much time as it take. Like, I was a 5th year. My friend is, like, always saying how she's upset she's not graduating. I'm like, it doesn't matter. There's people 40 years old going back to school. Like, all that time bullshit does not mean anything.
Right.
As long as you get it done, that's literally what matters. People talk shit more if you don't do it, rather
Right,
than
so
if you're taking your time doing
doing
it. Yeah, so it's just like, keep going.
Work at your own pace, basically.
Focus on yourself, literally. Like, be your own. Like, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Like, peer pressure, men, like, school, just don't lie to yourself. Like,
Right.
if you know mom wants you to do this, but you really don't, and you really have a feeling that you could make it work, then do that. Like, I remember my mom dictated so much of what I wanted to do that I was just like, damn, like, I'm missing out on stuff. So that's how I started kind of breaking the rules, staying out more late. I was just like, no, like, this is where I want to hang out. Like, she would tell me, like, this is not good, this is not good. And I'll still go do it because I kind of want to experience it. That's not always, that's not always a good thing, but like, if you really know this is the type of person I am, this is the type of places I want to be in, like, you know what's for you. So I just think that that's just the only thing I'm like, would tell my younger, I do have a younger sister, but I don't see her as much, but I would tell her that, like, just focus on yourself, really. Like, everything else, there was so much shit I would, like, worry about that now it's like, what? Like, it doesn't even mean shit. Like, I want to know what I would give my 23 self-advice. Like, this is where I'm worried.
When
like,
is your birthday?
June 2nd.
It passed it already, right? This summer.
Gemini. But, like, no, I want to know what, if I was 40, what would I tell my 23-year self now? Because I'm stressed the fuck out every day. Like,
what are you stressed about?
I'm stressed about school. My loan's starting to come in.
Same.
I need to start a credit card. I need to start.
Yes, we talked about that.
Yeah, like, I want to fucking move out. Like, I need these jobs.
Well, you just got a new job, so that's good.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm working in a nursing home right now. So, like, that's the thing. Like, people from, like, Instagram, they don't see anything healthcare related. Yeah, like, people don't think healthcare related at all. But, like, that's the type of field I want to be in. Like,
what made you?
I always knew I wanted to be a nurse. But then when I started realizing there's so many different fields in nursing, I was, like, thinking to myself, y'all can tell how I am. Like, I'm, like, prissy. I like how I look. So I knew, like, in the Botox cosmetology field, like plastic surgery, I was like, I'll fit in right away. And I was just like, I have to be that. Like, the type of medical spas, like the whole vibe, the type of people that go in, the customers they have. Like, I was just like, I just see myself in there. Like, I could just see myself helping, you know, somebody make their lips more plump and be hyped that their, you know, that their flaw is gone. Yeah, like, I love helping people, like, any insecurities you have, and if you could come to me, whether it's like, help me pick an outfit, help me do my hair, and then they see and they're like, oh shit, like, it looks so much better. Like, I'm just like, I did that. Like, I like that feeling. Like, yes, sis, I helped you, like, make you feel better about yourself, because everybody has, like, they're insecure.
Everyone has
a little flaw that they don't like. So I'm just like, I can help you fix that.
Yeah.
Regardless of what it is. Like, I love talking to people if they do feel down, as the best advice I could give, or the best, like, styling tips I can give, or even, like, if I can just help you tweeze your brows a little bit, make it a little bit better. Anything I can do.
Evangelis is here to help.
I'm here if I fuck with you.
That's a fact. Do you have a flaw?
Like, what, physical or like
anything, like, or any insecurity that you wish you could fix, or anything that you're working on?
I don't know my flaws. I'm gonna look at it all the time. No, but my flaws, well, my insecurities is my fucking forehead.
Your forehead?
It's mad big.
No, it's not.
It's a 5 head, bro.
A 5? Okay, so where do you start from?
See, you're only 4. You're good.
Really?
Yeah. I have my whole fucking hands.
But your hands are small.
Nah, but I had, like, somebody else who had bigger hands, and they were like 4, so that's pretty bad.
What advice would you give for, like, confidence or anything like that to girls?
That's funny. I mean, all girls, I like have their days where they feel like I'm ugly, I ain't shit, she's better, I'm not enough, like, because I had those days. I have them like a lot more than I will even want to, because you know, like when you tell me, you give me advice like, yo, you're a boss bitch, like you don't see what other people see, so it's just like really difficult to take that in, and it's just like your mind main source, like what you think is really what everything will come about. Like I just hate sometimes that like once you have that thought in your head, like it eats at you. So that's why your mind is what you need to have the most control about, like regardless of anything else. Mental health is
important.
Top. Like I realized that this summer more than anything, like if I keep thinking about it, I become obsessed. But to change that negative thought is the biggest struggle ever. So that's what I'm saying, like make sure you just keep your mind clear. Do not let those bad thoughts like eat up everything. Because I know those thoughts when I would have that were negative, like it will fuck up my whole day. Like I'll wake up with a bad thought and my day is already ruined. So like that's why it's just like you just have to know everything good. Like give yourself more credit. That's where I think girls need. Like any little credit you give yourself, you'll feel better about yourself. So that's why when people are just like, oh, she's a cocky bitch, like nah, let her rock. Like that's what helps her, you know, feel good about herself. You're not gonna help her feel good. It's all up to our own self to make us feel good. Ain't no nigga gonna make you feel like you ain't nothing, you know what I mean? Like y'all not gonna tell me how I am. You're not gonna tell me how I am. He's not. So like it's all about yourself and how you feel about yourself. So that's the number one thing I feel like girls need to get into check. Like love yourself. You like honestly, like just love yourself.
Yeah, facts.
Like I'm trying to learn every little thing about myself. I look in the mirror, try to love it, like yes bitch. Yes. Like any little thing, like I'm just like write it down. Oh, that's another thing.
Your journal? I mean your planner.
My planner. It's in my fucking bag. Should I take it out? I want to introduce you to my planner. Hold up.
Her planner is so cute.
This is my planner. Look how simple. But like, look at everything I write. Look, can you see? Right? Like, look. You know why I love it? Because I write so much nonsense in it. And it makes me feel important. I told you this.
That,
like, even if it's like,
an accomplishment.
Yeah, give so-and-so this paper. Or pick up your cleaners on Tuesday. And when you cross it out, when I cross it out, I'm like, you did it. Like I did something that I was supposed to do. Like the planner, it helps me so much. Even if you want to write like pick up fucking coffee with so and so on Tuesday, and you
I need to get a planner.
Get a planner, bro. I'm telling you, it'll make you feel so much better. Like any little thing, you write it down. Like any little goals you have. Like I put my goals on the side. Get a credit card. Get my permit. Renew my permit. Like. I didn't cross those out yet, but it's still there, you know. Like it's constantly a reminder when you see it. Like that's something you have to do. That's something you have to do. Because people be like, "Damn, what do I need to do?" Look at your planner. So true, Look at your planner.
I tried using notes on my iPhone, but it doesn't really work.
I'm not techie. No. Like people write reminders on the phone. Like no, I need to write it down. I need to physically see myself, cross it out.
I use a whiteboard. Well, you know that, like for my ideas and stuff. I write, but obviously I can't take that with me, so I need to invest in a planner. We all need to invest in.
I highly suggest a planner, ladies, to make yourself feel good and feel like that important bitch.
So, what do you do on your days off to like decompress?
Okay, I have really bad anxiety. Like I'll wake up with that shit, and like it'll just put my day like down. But like I recently started the gym, and it's like $29 a month, and I wasn't going for a week. So then Justine, I wrote her on Instagram because I saw her bod. I was like, bitch. She was like, yo, just
shout out to Justine. She was just
like, just go because you're paid for that shit. I'm like, facts. Like my money's going down the drain for nothing. So I started going as much as I can. Like I feel so good. I'm focusing. Like when you see little results, I'm just like, yes, bitch. Like, see.
So I saw on Instagram that you're starting to use like a waist trainer while you work out. How's that going?
I always wanted one because
I've tried it and it actually works, but like once you stop using it, it's
you go
back to where you were. So you gotta keep doing this. You gotta keep doing it.
My friend, I borrowed hers because I was just too cheap to buy my own.
They're expensive.
They're expensive.
Unless you find a promo code.
or if they get it sent to you. That's honestly why I'm hyped. Like they sent it to me and I was just yes, like perfect timing. I'm starting the gym. I want to get this body right. I want to get snatched. Revenge is a good, what is it? Good body is a good revenge.
Yes.
Anyways.
And success.
Success and a good body. So I also try, since I work Sundays it's hard, but my friend, I went to church service with her. I went to Catholic school my whole life, from middle school to college. But I was never heavy in like church and doing all that stuff. So I was like, let me just go to church and pray. Like I would go to church, I'm praying, I'm crying. It's like all that shit is just letting it out, and I just feel so much better, so much.
You feel like relieved.
From all your and it's just like the more and more like all the issues and like feelings I put, I like literally think of it as like I'm just dumping that on God. Like, God, I don't know what the fuck, like, I'm so hurt, I'm so sad, I just tell God here. And then, like, there's days where I'm just like, okay, like, thank you, I feel a little bit better. Like, I really feel a difference the more I pray to God. And if you don't believe in that, I mean, you can just try to be more positive. Like, everybody has a different outlet on how they want to, like, decompress their, like, emotions and all any bad feelings they feel. But, like, for me, what's really been helping was, like, the gym and church. And also staying busy. Like, me and my friends, I try to hang out with them as much as I can, because girl time is like quality time. Like, no nigga gonna give you no good girl time. Like, there's no filters around my girls, so it's just like,
who are your girls?
Like, what do you want me to do? Name them or like? They're from high school. Like, we met in high school. Juju, Kelsey, Yasmin, Sam, Sayla, Valerie. She
said that so fast.
Yeah, they know who they are. But, trips, me and my two other girlfriends, we went to Philly for literally 2 days. Like, shit like that, I just felt so happy, so good. We're in like
probably so much fun.
Yeah, so much fun. So it's a little getaway, not like 2 hours from the city. Like stuff like that. I want all of us to go paintballing.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, I feel like
you don't think that's gonna be painful?
It is painful, but I know bitches is masochists nowadays. That's another thing. Always reach out to friends or long distance.
That's a really big topic that we should talk about.
Oh my god, like my cousin, he felt a way that I wasn't hitting him up. And I really thought about it, like we get so caught up in like focusing on different other shit, focusing on going to the bar with friends, or focusing on chasing the guy, like meeting up with him to get the late night, like all that stuff. Have you visited your grandma? Have you visited, you know, your godmother? Have you done this? Have you texted so-and-so? Have you texted your friend? She hasn't told you what she's going through, but do you know? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's also what I also realized this summer. Like, being heartbroken and, like, relationships, you lose so much sight off of, like, everything else. Because it's really hard to keep in touch with everybody and stay on top of everybody and how they're doing. So you lose track. But, like, I think, and when I was writing my planner, everybody that I wanted to text and reach out to, like, it would make it more easier. Like, not everybody's going to tell you how they feel. Not everybody's going to tell you what nonsense they're going through. It may be not so much of a big deal to you, but to them, you know, they don't have nobody to talk to. Yeah. So, like, I know when somebody reaches out to me, like, hey, how you doing? I'm just like, I feel good now.
Yeah.
Now that you wrote me, like, somebody's thinking about me, you know, always reach out to anybody that you loved ones, distant friends, cousins, people you want to make amends with. Just do it. Just don't even think twice. Just fucking do it. Even if the combo is like 3 texts in.
Yeah.
So
because tomorrow also isn't promised either.
It's not promised.
So.
Like that mind boggles me. Like, people are here one day, gone the next, regardless if it's physically or just distance wise. Like, you don't know, and you can never get back lost time. Like, that shit is just so sad. But the only thing we are in control of is what we do and how we make the best of it. So that's another thing. Like, always try to keep up with people and, like, people you don't normally talk to, because not everybody's going through what you're going through, but they're probably worse, probably not as worse, but they probably don't have anybody to talk to.
Are you the friend that typically asks for advice or, like, gives advice?
I'm both. I'm like a hot mess, and I also be acting like I'm Dr. Phil at the same time. Like, I know me and my friend, like, she's one of my closest friends, Sayla, like, you know, she went through a hardship in her time, and, like, I was just like, she was drifting off, you know, because people go through shit and they go on their own time, they go in hibernation, but I was just like, I'm not losing you, you know, so any advice you need, I'm going to give it. There's people you know that they need the advice, and whether you don't know what to say, any little thing helps.
Yeah.
So that's why I
Or
try.
even listening.
Just listening,
helps.
yeah. Like if you want to babble on, go ahead. I'm here to listen. I don't know what to say, but I'm gonna listen to you, and I'm gonna listen. So like also in advice when I just don't know, when I feel lost, I'm just like, I'm a Gemini, so I'm just like, I don't know if that has to do with it.
What is a Gemini? Because I've heard like a lot of bad things about Geminis.
We do have a bad, like I see some bad in me. Like we're hot and cold. Like we switch up. Like you know.
What makes you hot and cold?
Like what gets me tight?
Yeah. Or like maybe pet peeves.
Pet peeves. Oh my god. Ugly hands.
Ugly.
Wait, what we talking about? Physical or like? Wait. All right, in person. Not being on time. Cause I love being early. What should we call it? Lying. Even if you get caught and it's right here, you lied and you still try to be like no. Oh my god, that's so annoying.
I agree. No one fucks with a liar. Like, why are you lying?
I know one.
Shade.
Shade sips tea. Okay, Gemini. Why I'm a Gemini? I don't even want to get into pet peeves because I'm just. But what makes me a Gemini is just like I can be high, like so bubbly, and I can just be like so to myself. Like I'm very shy off the bat. Like
so you can be like an introvert and an extrovert.
Yeah, I need to scope out the surroundings first. I need to like see who I can
observer.
fuck with. Like yeah, I'm like not. I don't want to say two-faced, but like chameleon. Like if I see this is the type of person you are, I know how I could be with you. Or if I see like he's quiet, and I could be like, okay, I won't share that much with you. Like I think that's also a good like quality to have. Also like I feel like that's how I dress too. Like I'm either one way or another. Like I go from being mad crazy kooky clothes to like bummy sweats, like worn 3 days in a row type shit. Like it's no in betweens, or like looking like I'm uptown tight skirt dykeman type shit. Like it's all into that one mix. Also I feel, but bad things about Gemini, we can't make up our mind. Supposedly we know how to get what we want by manipulating people. I've done that before.
True Gemini people.
I know, but I'm not really up on like the compatibility. Like whoever I will speak to, I'll just be like, are we compatible or whatever? And then it's like, if we're not, whatever. I keep it moving. I don't pay attention to the signs. I don't.
Yeah.
Like I just, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. Like Tauruses, one of my best friends, she's a Taurus, and we argue a lot, and they said we don't get along, but we do. Like she's one of my closest friends that like we tell everything to, like we could be honest with each other, but we do bump heads. So that's like certain parts like that is like where I'm like, okay, this is true. But yeah, you get along with who you want to get along with.
That's true.
Fuck all that zodiac shit.
What advice would you give girls who like want to get into fashion and putting their outfits out there, like on Instagram or social media?
Social media, if you really want to like put yourself out there, you can. Like it's so easy to do it. It depends on what you want to do though. Like if you have a good platform and a good brand and a good idea, like this blog you have, I think it's such a good idea. So
Thank you.
yeah, like I'm so hyped about it. And the social media, like everybody's gravitating towards it. You know, that's because you have a good idea and then you put the right content out. So if you want to do fashion, you got to make sure you make yourself look different. Like you got to make sure what you're wearing is not what she's wearing, or even if it is, tweak it a little bit, or make sure, you know, how you talk, how you put things together. Like that's one thing I try to keep it as real as possible, but also with a blogger edge, you know, because I can't be like the uppity blogger type thing. Like I'm kind of ghetto with stuff. Like I want ratchet shit into it. Like I try to mix it up a little bit, make it myself, you know, the cheap end with the high end, or like things people would normally wear. Like that's how I shop too. If what you won't wear, I'm gonna wear it. Like that's also another thing I try to tell girls if they want to change up their style. Like how can I change? Like how can I get so fly? Like I get that question. It's just like, do you want to really be different? Do you really want to stay in that box? Like let me know, because I try to tell people like wear this. I won't normally wear that. So then like what is it? You know what I mean? That's how you want to get out the box. You just want to wear something you won't normally wear. Or like if you would wear it like this, make sure it looks extra extra. Like, you know what I mean? Like, girls are like, it's not always easy to be in your comfort zone, like step out your comfort zone, but like if you want to, it's just about risk. Trial and error. Like my friend, she like noticed, like you see these type of stores, like when I grew up with her, like from high school, so I knew how she would dress and like how it changed. She's like, I think I'm more of like a J. Crew, Anthropology. Like she found what her style is, and she's like 23 years old, so like it comes whenever you want. Like when you realize, okay, this is my type of style. I want to wear that, but I know I'll wear this. Like it's also knowing yourself too, what you're comfortable in. So that's all about that too. Like you can't really like get fly. It's all about what your image is. Like aura. Like I always say aura because everybody has different aura to themselves. Like it you can't copy that shit. Like everyone just has it in
you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't. It's just yours. I don't know if it's me, but this shit got me like but
the power of wine.
Moscato wine.
Right. Have you ever walked into a place and had the same outfit on as another girl?
I had an outfit and then I went into a place that the girl did it after me. Like completely after me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was just like, can you say some cred? But I was like, I don't mind, like, do what you... I've seen outfits that is, like, kind of similar, but who don't dress the same nowadays?
Yeah.
Like, it's like everybody just has the same ideas, or if they do get inspo, like, I don't mind, like, go ahead, do you. Everybody, like I said, not everybody's outfit looks the same. Or me and you could wear the same shit, it'll look completely different.
Right.
Like, it's how you wear it and how your aura presents it. Like, that's why it's just, like, I don't mind. I win. How's your love life?
My love life is great. My boyfriend just helped me move into my own apartment, which is great. He's very supportive of my blog.
As he should.
Yeah.
Shit is dope.
Thank you. What advice would you give girls who are going through like a bad breakup or a broken heart, basically?
I'm gonna tell you what I would do. You know, this summer.
A refill.
Oh, this topic, yeah. Have you one thing for this heartbreak? Reading. Oh my god.
That's so true.
I bought so many books, like self-development books, like even like girl chick flick books about like love and stuff like that. All that stuff like helps me get my mind off like the struggle I'm trying to get over somebody, you know? Like it would just tell me like, if you want to move on, it has to be you that wants to move on. Like before, I was just constantly thinking about, oh my god, like how can I move on? But you can't move on. It's just being in a relationship, you're so used to like worrying about you and somebody else, and doing the routine of like you plus one. It's not really you by yourself. So when you're by yourself, it's like, oh shit, what the fuck do I do? How do I chill with myself? Like I don't even want to chill by myself. Like somebody
and you have so much time.
Yeah, like who can talk to me? I need somebody to give attention to. So it's just like that was my part. Like it was just like, how do I get used to not worrying about you? Like, you know what I mean? And it was just like getting out, hanging with my friends. And I'm not gonna lie, that shit hurts. Like the process, my friends are like, it might take you even a year to get over. And I'm just like, what? No.
A year's a long time.
Yeah, like
but it does take time.
It does take time, and you can't cut corners. You can't think you're okay. You can't go back and think you're okay. Like you really
you can't fake it.
You can't fake it.
You just gotta go through the process.
You really have to go through the heartbreak. And like as the summer started, I was a wreck. And like towards the end of the summer, you know, I'm not gonna say I'm not completely over it or like I'm 100% good, but like I am way better.
You're way
like
better.
You can see your growth, and that's what I'm saying. Like read books, listen to music, party next door, always a go. Like I love that man.
How was the book that I suggested to you? Have you read
Badass?
it? Yeah.
Or the Get Your Shit Together.
Get Your Shit Together.
I didn't start
both.
Badass, I loved it. Like there was this part on forgiveness. So if you are going through a heartbreak, that chapter, I think that's what did it.
It probably like snatched your life.
It snatched my fucking soul. I was like, oh my god.
I love that book.
I didn't realize like I had to just forgive him for all the bullshit, and it was just like I felt better. I was like, oh shit, like you did that bullshit, but I feel better from what, you know what I mean? Like really. And like she's real. She's just telling you how to get your shit together, how to move on, how to choose and pick people who you really need in your life, how to let go of things that you're so comfortable in having in your life, but you're so scared to get rid of because you're like, damn, if I let this go, what the fuck?
Right.
But no, like if it's really causing you any damage, you really gotta let it go.
Right.
As much as you're so used to whether it's a friend, boyfriend,
so
a
true.
job, like I really understand what that means now. Like we just are so scared of change. Like I was so scared of change. I was so scared
And
of
leaving a comfort zone.
a comfort zone, yeah. Like I was so comfortable in my relationship. I was so comfortable in my routine with, you know, friends or family, and it was just like I was missing out on like, yo, you know, there's a different way you could live your life, right, sis? I'm just like, oh
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, gotta try.
You really have to like look inside and be like, yo, I'm that bitch. Like,
Facts.
fuck this person.
Facts.
Like,
And do
fuck
not
this person.
compare yourself. That's one thing. Do not compare yourself to the past, to the future. Like, you are you. And whatever you had to offer was special, and they're not going to find that anywhere else. So, regardless if this bitch got that and you don't, you're still winning at the end of the day. That's how I see it. Like, before me, after me, I win. That's how I see it.